we Kahionhatenian Cross de Woxanazare. Yark Yawana na dewa Gosiriagu, Tanu Kahnawake Kenagere. Tanu Ona Azawatarorage, Nagwawa de Yoyax. Wachiroris o Nidzi Asayat de Genha, ne Asadunjete, Tanu o Niot Zi Azatnigu Rote. Nona Asadujete, Zunhaak Garhagu Yase, Asanunda. Ne oni ya chasoe ne ohneganos dogeni adanatsera.
Well, to me, it's a spiritual part of a journey that lasts a lifetime because you don't get a lot of answers in a hurry.
It's a process too, because you're not just going to learn everything from one fast. It's a lifelong thing, really. You can go on as many as you want. You could keep going on them for the rest of your life, and every time you go out, you learn something new. You learn something new about yourself.
When I did mine, I can't speak for anybody else because people have different experiences. For me, it was a lot of self-discovery. Part of it is just keeping everybody focused, keeping their minds in a good spot. The actual activity of going into the river, there's a lot of benefits for that. Going into the water, it's honoring the water. At every time of the year, we take things for granted all the time.
It's not just the things that you learn while you're out there. It's the whole process leading up to it too, and everything afterwards. So there's the sweats, going out into the river, going out and helping other people. Like before, we used to have to go and stack wood for some people sometimes, and doing these different mental exercises, I guess you could say, where it was pretty tough on you, and sometimes you'd even be crying afterwards just because of how rough some of the things are. But when you jump into the river, you don't want to jump in. Like, for days before, you just dread the thought of having to go into the river and jump into the water because it's so cold. You know, it's -30 outside plus wind, and you gotta jump in this freezing water. It's not fun, and it hurts.
If people have illnesses, bad feelings, anger, especially in the river, how fast it is, you can ask that water to take it away from your body. So it's a good cleansing too.
When you go out on your fast, you're out there, you're starving, you're so thirsty, and you're out there by yourself. And so you start learning to appreciate things more. You start learning to appreciate your family members. You're out there by yourself for days, and you start thinking, well, I'm out here alone, I have nobody to talk to. And you start thinking, well, what would happen if it was like this at home? What if I had nobody to talk to? What if there was nobody there? What if my parents or my brother, my sister ended up passing away? And so you start thinking about these things, and you get more of an appreciation on life.
Sometimes it's hard to talk about because it's just hard. You don't know how to clear the words. And there's still stuff for myself that I'm still processing. I did my fasting when I was in my late 30s, early 40s. So it's quite a while ago. But there's still things that are happening in my life now that I can make direct connections to as when I was fasting.
It's not the easiest thing to go through, but in the end, it's worth it. Because when we're sad, when we're mad, that the easiest thing to do is, start drinking or do drugs. And it's what a lot of people turn to when they don't know how to process these feelings that they're having. And it's an easy way, but you don't ever really solve your problems that way. They just get buried and they just fester over time. And it's a sad thing to see, because I've seen family members and I've seen kids nowadays when I go out who are on all these different types of drugs, and it's sad to see because it's got a hold on them and they're hooked to it. But with fasting, it's It's a bit harder and it'll push you to push past your boundaries, but in the long run, it's a lot more worth it. And you actually learn coping mechanisms for these different feelings that you might have instead of just taking stuff to dull the feelings.